Now we're at the stable, but not for horses, for rams. Can you see any rams? No, but you could before. But those rams didn't have any horns, you see. We used to call those little railway engines at the mill rams. And the engine bay was called Ram Stable. You can see the stable, it's behind that board. Speaking of rams, they are some stubborn animals, am I right? You know what else can be really stubborn? A woman. That reminds me of that one time when the women workers of the mill decided that it was time for them to get paid more for their work. It was time for equality, and there was no time to worry about Charlotte's missing ring or the important guests. I guess the women just got fed up with them getting paid less than the men. And here's what a woman at the mill said.
Well, you see, there were a lot of men that they were smoking, and of course they had to have cigarette breaks during the day, and I mean many breaks. We got so fed up with it because after all we got paid much less than men, and we didn't even have those cigarette breaks. We didn't smoke, sure, but that meant that we worked much harder than the smoking men. And that wasn't right. So we went to the manager and said that we should get better salary, but the manager didn't think so. Well, we decided that if we're not getting paid any better, we won't work any harder, and we all went out every time the men went to smoke. After a while, most of the work was left nearly undone, since all the workers rushed out many times a day. The manager wasn't too happy about it, and finally he came to his senses and raised our salaries.
And that's how we got a bit closer to equality. Sometimes you just have to be stubborn, and we go on.